Hey guys, welcome to thaumcraft, Feed the Beast DW20 pack, single player episode 7 of season 2. As you can see, we have made some changes. I've added a lot of storage. These barrels with all the sticks in them, those are just placeholders for now, but they're all piped up, and as you can see, I've got plenty of storage space. I have made my sorting system, and I'll go ahead and show you guys that. I've been taking a break from streaming and recording for a little while because I had some stuff going on. But as you can see, I've got a pretty simple sorting system. Basically, it comes down from the ender chest, is filtered down into the sorting machine. All the orange stuff is the smeltable, or excuse me, the grindable ores. And then I have all of my dusts going to pink, and I also send logs and potatoes and corn, anything that I want automatically cooked, over on the pink as well, or I think that's magenta. And as you can see, it pipes it over here and pipes it up to the machines, and this retriever is set to pull out of the machines and sends it back. Anything else that is not sent to the macerators or the furnaces is sent down the white line, which goes it goes actually down here and up through this pipe there, and then comes up out there, and it goes to the barrels. Anything that it does not have an inventory for, it sends to these chests. As you can see, I've got my machine set up here. Macerators, a couple of furnaces, they're all set up to be piped and automated pretty well. I've also got my automatic tree farm, kind of automatic tree farm set up. The turtle is set up to run on startup, sleeps for 300 seconds, and then it runs the fell command, and once it does that, we actually have the fell is set to do as it normally does and drop all of the stuff on the ground. So you guys are pretty well familiar with that program, so we won't go through all that. I also have my thaumcraft area set up. I've been doing a lot of thaumcraft stuff. As you can see, I've gotten the infusion altar here and the wand of the adept. I've done a lot of research, and I have found that this room is really too small for the stuff that I want to do, and it appears my little wax golem has disappeared. I don't know where he's at, so I may have to remake him. I also have my quarry set up. I've done some Mistcraft Ages. I did disable the instability because nobody really seemed to care one way or the other. And I picked a flat age that I happened to spawn. It was the 5th age that came about, set up to automatically pipe in to the inner chest. Right now it's deleting, voiding cobblestone, dirt, and gravel, and it is a 64 by 64 quarry. So and it's not too fast because of the way I'm running it. I don't have any quote-unquote renewable stuff. What I'm currently running is 6 Stirling engines, which are running off of charcoal, which is why you see so much charcoal in my inventory. My goal is to get them on a more renewable source that I don't have to manually tend so often, but that will come later on in the future. Today, what I want to work on is I want to work on my tree farm a little bit. And as you can see, I've set up 4 pistons, 4 chests. I've got some redstone and some cobblestone, and we're going to make some deployers here. And the deployers are from the Red Power, excuse me, the Red Power 2 mod, and they are quite useful. What we're going to do is go ahead and make 4 redstone tubes as well, and I do need a timer, so let's see if we can find where I put all my, there we go. Okay, so we got a timer set up there. Let's do this. Let's set it up where we have deployer here, deployer here, deployer here, and deployer here. And let's test. Let's see. Okay, so that does work. Alright, so we will take and put you back in here. And this will actually be easier to refill these deployers. I just thought it would be more aesthetic if they were hidden under the ground. I could have swore that we used to be able to do that, plant saplings and such, but apparently I was mistaken. Okay, so we're actually going to need some more redstone tubing. Right, let's find our redstone. Let's do this. And there is a reason that I'm using redstone tubing and not just using redstone wiring. Eventually I want to have it set up where I am able to have most of the sapling drops picked up and rerouted to the deployers as well. So looks like I'm going to use most of my tubing here. Okay, and we can take and set our jacketed wire up here. And there. And let's put our timer down and go up to 30 seconds. And we will see how this plants. And it'll just take 30 seconds to get around. And there we go. So we now have an automatic planting system, and we're going to reboot that so that it doesn't accidentally cut down those saplings. And I believe we can fill this in. Now I do want to maybe later pipe in from over there, but we'll go ahead and fill this in now. That way, and the reason I'm doing this is because charcoal is renewable for the Stirling engines, and whereas like if I had to depend on coal, I would run out pretty quickly. But with the charcoal, it will, as long as I don't run out of saplings, I'll be fine. And with the fir trees, you never run out of saplings. So as you can see, I have plenty of saplings, plenty of other resources as well. Still not as much tin and copper as I would like, but working on that. Alright. And let's put our dirt back and we'll sleep through the night. One thing that I did also do is I went ahead and made a soul forge, and I have made some soul shards, one for a skeleton, one for a cow. I'm eventually wanting to have spawners so that I don't have to worry about breeding or going out and hunting. So that is more of a long-term thing. And now I have in my multiplayer, I have been also doing a good bit with the soul shards and whatnot. If you haven't played with the soul shards, and I cannot for the life of me remember what the mod is called. I think it's soul shard mod, but I'm probably wrong on that. But you can actually take a soul shard once you associate it with a particular entity, like this one is for skeletons. If you find a spawner from of that entity, you can, I believe it's shift right click, and it will add like 200 souls to that shard, so that it will go ahead and tier it up. And there are 5 tiers to the shards. The 5th tier is the one that just generates mobs insanely, just like it's like 6 every second, or something like that, something insane. And you can also control them with redstone, whether they spawn or not. So that's really the type you want if you want to set up any kind of automated system of spawning mobs and killing mobs. And since I intend on having a lot of use for leather and bone meal and things like that, that's pretty much the first 2 that I want to get started with. We'll go ahead and feed up our cows. The good thing about it is, as long as you have the shards on your person, on your hotbar, whenever you kill the animals, for every single animal you kill, you get a single soul. Now, the other thing, and I need to come up with an enchantment table, you can make a vile sword, which, let's see if I've got any vile, if I've got any vile dust. I don't have any. I got corrupted essence and I've got corrupted ingots. What we can do is, you can, to make corrupted ingots, you can take your corrupted essence, which is simply you smelt soul sand into vile dust, and then you craft vile dust and glowstone together. That gives you corrupted essence, and then you cook gold, either gold ore or gold ingots, in a soul forge, and that gives you corrupted ingots. What you can do with that then is you can take and craft it as you would a sword, and that will give you what's called a vile sword, just like that. And what this does is this sword is enchantable with a specific enchantment. You can enchant it with a Soul Stealer enchantment, and it will allow you to get, the higher the Soul Stealer enchantment, the more souls you get from particular kills, as long as you're using that sword. What I do need is I'm going to need an enchanting table and several bookcases. So let's go ahead and make our enchanting table. I think I've got some obsidian around here somewhere. And we should have some reeds. Oh, I need some space in my inventory. We'll go ahead and drop those. See, that's the beauty of the sorting system right there. We'll get our reeds, and we've got some leather. And we can craft ourselves a book with 3 pieces of paper and a leather, and that gives us the ability to then go in and make our enchanting table. Now, where do I want to put this enchanting table? I would put it in the thaumcraft room, but there's really not. Oh, and our automatic tree farm has done its thing and replanted, as you can see. And I do need to get some transposers out here and line them out so that, oh, angry wisp. No, I'm not going to be able to do much with those because I can't fly yet, but it's alright, we'll just ignore him for now. But as you can see, I need to get some transposers out here and get them hooked up. Yeah, that's why you'll never run out of saplings with fir trees. So, and as you can see, it's already cooked up the wood and is sending the charcoal over, so that we won't run out of charcoal anytime soon. Go ahead and drop these saplings in here, and let's find a place for our enchanting table. We may have to build a place for it. Actually, let's go ahead and, I don't have enough leather to do the books for the enchanting table yet, but what I think I want to do is put the enchanting table downstairs for now. This looks like a good place for it. And this is probably a temporary home for that, but that's okay. As you can see, it's just got the interface, and you can enchant, you know, vile weapons just like any other weapons. But the enchantment we really want is the Soul Stealer. So what I'll probably do is, once I get a pretty steady supply of leather, I will get books set up and enchant books instead of weapons, because that way I can store those enchantments in those books until I need them, and I don't have to create a bunch of different vile swords to try and get the Soul Stealer enchantment. And I'm not sure if the Soul Stealer enchantments will stack like the sharpness enchants will stack, but and that's the main reason why I want to enchant the books rather than doing the swords themselves. I would much rather not have to waste the materials on trying to get the right enchantment. And the other thing we can do is we can go over here and let's see, I need some, there we go. We should have some wax. Do we not make wax? No, we didn't. We just made a mess of the environment. Magic tallow. Oh, it's, I don't have a, apparently don't have a, yeah, I don't have a texture for it in this one. We also need the Golem animation core, which is bricks, and nitor, which is 4 ignis, 6 lux, and 4 potentia. So I need a couple pieces of coal, and charcoal will work, and we need some torches. I have some torches, okay. And I do need a bucket. And as you can see, you can use the arcane work table as a regular crafting table as also. Okay. Now we can take our and we need nitor, and some bricks. Do I not have any bricks? Bricky, bricky, brick. Where are you at? Looks like on my thaumcraft items are not showing up, and I'm not sure why that is. I'll look and see if they've got an updated version of Sortex after we finish today's session. Doesn't look like I have any bricks, so we're gonna have to go make some. Or maybe they're in the house. Some brick. Ah, there we go. In the infusion altar, take bricks around nitor, and as you can see, the nitor's in the middle even though it's not showing up. I need 8 imperito and 8 motus, and I happen to know that rubber is a perfect source for both of those, imperito and motus. 2, 4, 6, 8. And there will be virtually no waste from flux with those. So what we can do is throw those in, and as you can see, it's sending its particles over there, and we have a golem core. And we can take our wax I need 8 Animus and 8 Victus. Animus, a good source of Animus is soul sand, but there's a lot of other stuff in soul sand. You have the earth and the shackle symbol, but melons are a perfect thing for the Victus. They're pretty well. That's the only thing that I have on them. So. And you'll see why I'm throw you in there, and you in there. And as you can see, tallow golem worker. Now, if I click him, if you give me a bucket master, I shall keep the crucible filled with water, and I'll set him to white because I've already got the white marker in there. And he does a good job. Now I also need another one of these little guys to work the fact that I've got these alembics, and what these arcane alembics do is whenever you throw anything in there, the any materials, or not materials, but any of the attributes that are not used by whatever you're crafting at the moment normally goes out into the air as flux. But what the alembics do is it tries to capture some of the stuff that's unused and lets you collect them with files. See, I have body, flesh, physique, essentia, corpus, essentia, volido, and there's, you know, numerous. There's like 40 or 50 other essentias that you can have. That lets you capture them and store them. And once you capture them and store them, they can actually be put in these warded jars. And each one of those files, I believe, is worth 8. So I just put like 24 in there. So what I can do is I can actually, if I wanted to, I can take that out and throw that in there and use that to do the like the wax for the golems or whatever. But what these warded jars will do is when you get plenty of the essentia stored up, they will automatically feed this infusion altar, so that you can go ahead and craft stuff without having to burn it in the cauldron here, or crucible here, and that speeds up your production. It also helps keep the environment clean, so you don't get as many wisps and do as much bad stuff to the environment. And that is pretty much, I think that's pretty much it for today. I didn't go through a whole lot. Did have a lot to show you with all the, you know, all the different things that I had done off camera, but wanted to show you guys the automatic tree system and the thaumcraft stuff. And as you can see, I did, like I said I was going to do, I got most of the old research. Now you can see there's a couple more researches here that has been added in, and I have not worked on those researches. I will work on those. I've got a couple of ones here that I haven't done yet, but I will work on those from after today's session. So hopefully the next time we see each other, I'll be able to show you some of these researches. But these are, like I said, these are some of the more well advanced researches, and will be beyond my capabilities for some time until I can get some more materials and stuff going. So anyways, if you guys have any questions or comments, please leave them in the comment section below. Remember to thumbs up, remember to like, share this video or whatnot. Trying to get my viewership up here and on Twitch TV, so I will probably be streaming later on today with my multiplayer world, or I may even stream some of my single player world and doing some research and things like that. So if you're interested in checking that out, come on over to twitch.tv/Taladin and check us out. So you guys have a blessed day. Thank you for watching.